Hi, my name is Dr Kristy Goodwin. I'm the author of Raising Your Child in a Digital World, and I'm delighted to be here at Abbotsleigh today working with the students, the teachers and the parents all about how we navigate this digital terrain with young kids without telling them that they need to abstain from using technology. I want to share with you my 5 top tips for parents to how to navigate this digital world. Tip number 1 is that I encourage parents to be the pilot of the digital plane and not the passenger. You need to set firm boundaries around where, when, what and how long your child uses screens. So it's really important that you're in the pilot's seat and not as a passenger in the plane. My second tip, and it's really important, that we keep devices out of bedrooms. Bedrooms really need to be tech-free zones. It's important not only for children's sleep quality and quantity that they don't have digital devices in their bedrooms, but we also know from the research that there are huge cyber safety risks if kids have devices in their bedrooms at night. My third tip is to balance kids' screen time and their green time. And girls here at Abbotsleigh are spoilt for choice when it comes to green time, but it is so important that kids still have outdoor, unstructured play every day. It's important not only for their developing play skills, but it's also vital for their brains and bodies. You see, time in nature allows kids' brains and bodies to recalibrate. The online world, there are always sensory seductions and their nervous systems get overloaded. So time out in nature helps them to calm down. And we also know that time in nature is vital for their healthy visual development. We're seeing a surge in rates of myopia, which is nearsightedness, and one of the reasons is that we know that kids today aren't getting enough time out in natural sunlight. My fourth tip is to focus on more than just how much screen time kids are having. It's certainly really important to be aware of how much time your child's spending with a digital device, but we can't let that overlook other really important considerations. We also need to think about what are our kids using on devices? Is it leisure? Is it learning? We also need to be very mindful about when kids are using devices. Before sleep time and also before school are 2 times of the day we need to be very careful about them using devices and what they're using on them. Also very important that we establish where kids use devices, what places and zones in the house are you okay for kids to be using devices, and also about the places and spaces where you don't want them using them. We also know that kids need to be taught how to use technology in the most important ways so that it's not derailing their vision or their hearing or their musculoskeletal development. So it's really critical that we think about more than just how much time kids are spending with screens. And my final tip, and as a parent myself, this is the one that I struggle with the most, but that is be very mindful and careful of your technology habits. Our kids have something in their brains called mirror neurons, and this means that they are wired to imitate. So we have to be careful that we're not shouting that they turn off the iPad or TV from behind our digital device. Now, I'm not saying that we need to abstain from using technology. As a mum, I couldn't live without my gadgets, but we have to be really careful that our screen use isn't impacting on the relationships that we have with our daughters. So I hope those tips are helpful. There's more information in my book and hopefully in the parent seminar that I'll be sharing tonight as well.